Good morning, children and my dear friends. So, your Lalita ma'am is back with another video in chemical thermodynamics. Okay, so we have learnt the work done. Okay, in expansion case and in the case of compression. Okay, so here up to last video we have discussed the state functions and state parameters or thermodynamic parameters we have discussed, and also we have discussed about path functions. Okay, so in today's video we are going to learn about the graphical representation of work done in thermodynamical processes. How to identify the work done with the help of graph, that we are going to learn in this video. Okay, so today's topic is what? Graphical representation. Graphical representation of work done. Okay, now graphical representation of what? Work done. Okay, in different cases. In different cases. So this is our topic for today. Okay, so with the help of graphs we can identify the amount of work done in so and so process. Okay, so let us start with the different cases. How to identify how to calculate the amount of work done. We have already learnt that work done is considered to be what? Path function, because it is totally depending on displacement, and displacement totally depends on path. It's a vector quantity. Okay, and we have learnt the important formula for work. W is equals to minus P external into delta V. This is the formula which we have learnt. Okay, and this formula is valid only if pressure is constant. This formula is valid for work only if pressure is maintained constant. Okay, valid only if pressure is constant. Okay, now only if pressure is constant. Okay, suppose if pressure is changing, if pressure is varying, then we have to calculate the amount of work with the help of graphs. Okay, once all of us has to recall Boyle's law graphs. Okay, based on that Boyle's law graphs only, okay, the work done, graphs based on work done also can be calculated. Okay, once let us recall what is Boyle's law. Boyle's law you might have studied. Okay, now Boyle's law you might have studied in your lower classes. What is Boyle's law? Boyle's law states that pressure is inversely proportional to volume at any constant temperature. Okay, the volume occupied by a gas is inversely proportional to pressure at constant temperature. This is what you call it as Boyle's law. P is inversely proportional to V. Okay, at constant temperature. Okay, so generally we have learnt in our lower classes, or we have learnt in states of matter in that chapter, how to draw graph for Boyle's law. Generally we take mainly three parameters to draw the graph of anything. We generally take three parameters. One is pressure, another is volume, and another is temperature. Okay, based on these three only all thermodynamical processes also will be depending. Thermodynamical processes will be learning in the next coming video. Okay, so before that, why I am telling about these graphs? Work done. Okay, to calculate the work done. Okay, so here pressure and volume. If you draw the graph for pressure and volume, okay, taking pressure on y-axis and volume on x-axis. Okay, if you take pressure on y-axis and volume on x-axis, Okay, if these two are inversely proportional to each other, we generally find the graph. Okay, for Boyle's law, we find it like this, like a curved graph. Isn't it or not? Once recall Boyle's law graph. But here I am telling to calculate the work done, okay, we also need pressure as well as volume. So graphs are generally drawn between what? Pressure and volume only. Pressure is taken on y-axis and volume is taken on x-axis. Even to calculate the work done also, we take pressure and volume, okay, as different axes. Like pressure is to be taken on y-axis, volume is to be taken on x-axis. And if we plot a graph for this statement, we get the graph, a descending graph we get like this. Okay, so now same like this, keeping this into consideration, we will draw the graphs for work done also. Okay, here we are going to discuss about different cases. Different cases of what? Cases in which gas is undergoing expansion at constant pressure, expansion under varying pressure. In the same way, compression at constant pressure, compression under varying pressure. Okay, and in cyclic processes as well as in closed paths, okay, in clockwise, anti-clockwise directions, like that we are going to discuss some different cases how the work done has to be calculated. Okay, so let us learn, let us go for the case 1. Case 1. Okay, first let us consider the case of compression. Compression means what? Work is done on the gas. Please recall, in previous class also, in the previous video also, we have discussed that if work is done on the gas, then the gas undergoes what? Compression. Okay, now the gas undergoes compression, right? And that is considered to be what? Positive work. Okay, so here case 1 is what? Case 1 is gas undergoing compression. Gas undergoing what? Compression. Work done. I'm speaking about what? Graphs for calculating what? Please remember, work done. Graphs are used for what? To calculate the amount of work done. Please remember. Okay, so gas undergoing compression, okay, at constant pressure, at constant pressure, and that too in single step, and that too in what? Single step. This is case 1. Work done when gas is undergoing compression. At what? Condition is what? At constant pressure. In what? Single step. Then we are going to draw the graph for that. Okay, here I am going to draw. I just told about Boyle's law to make you to recall Boyle's law. And all the graphs which we are drawing now are based on what? Boyle's law graphs only. Okay, so please remember that. Now let us draw the graph. Okay, for case 1. What is case 1? Gas undergoing compression at what? Constant pressure. Here also I am drawing the graph. Please, you also draw the graphs and please practice them. Right? Now I am taking pressure. On y-axis pressure is taken and on x-axis volume is taken. Okay. So I am taking two cases here. Two cases means what? V initial, V final. Isn't it or not? Here also P initial, P final. But I am taking here what? Pressure is constant. Pressure remains constant. Only one point on y-axis. If I take only one point, okay, it is enough. Okay, so how the graph will be there? So the graph will be a straight line parallel to x-axis because pressure is constant at this point. Okay, so here V initial, V final. Okay, here also at V initial pressure is somewhat around 2 atmospheres pressure. Here suppose 1 atmosphere. Something like that values you will take. Okay. So here in single step, the gas is undergoing what? Compression. Okay. So this is the graph. That is only the graph. Now how to calculate the work done? Okay, please understand me carefully. The graph is showing what? Compression. Compression in what? Single step. That means V initial, at V initial, pressure is this much only. Even at V final, then also pressure is that much only. 2 atmospheres or something like that. Isn't it or not? That is only the graph, and it is a straight line graph. Okay. Now to calculate the work done, okay, join this line and this shaded area. Now you can see a square over here. Square or a rectangular part. You can see here. Okay. So I am just shading that. This shaded area of the shaded part will gives you the amount of work done for compression. To compress the gas, how much work is done on the gas? To calculate that, area of the shaded region. Okay. So work done can be calculated by what? Work done is equal to area of the shaded region. Here the shaded region is looking like a square for us. So area of a square, or area of a, sometimes you may find rectangle, or sometimes you may find triangular shape. Okay. Every time to calculate the work done, area under the curve or area under the graph. This is your graph. Graph which shows compression. Please remember, graph which shows compression. A single straight line graph in single step. That's why I wrote here single step. Gas is undergoing compression in single step at constant pressure. Okay, the graph is appearing like this, and the area under the graph, okay, will gives you the amount of work done. So work done is equal to what? Area of the shaded region. Area of the shaded region will gives you the amount of work done in this case. Please note down. Okay, please note down. I'm going to rub the board, or you just pause the video and keep noting down. Okay, every time please pause the video and keep writing whatever is being told. Please note down. Right, this is case 1. Okay, I'm going to rub the board now. I think it is clear for all of you. Right, now let us go to case 2. If the work is done under varying pressure, gas is undergoing compression under varying pressure, then also you have to draw the graph, and area under the graph will gives you the amount of work done. That is fixed for all types of graphs. Okay, so case 2. What is case 2? Same, but not constant pressure, not single step. Okay, please remember, case 2 is what? Gas undergoing compression. Gas undergoing compression. Gas undergoing compression at varying pressure. Okay, now, not constant pressure. That means in several steps. In several steps. Then what is the work done? Again, you have to draw the same kind of graph. Okay, graph has to be drawn in the same way. P external is to be taken on y-axis. Okay, and volume is to be taken on x-axis. Here you will get the curve as I have discussed in case of Boyle's law. Pressure is varying here. Okay, if pressure is varying, that means what? You will be getting a descending curve like this. Suppose if you take initially at points A and B, compression takes place? First, in between the points A and B. Look at these points A and B. Compression took place first in this area. Again, compression took place in between the points C and D. Okay, that means in different steps compression is happening. Gas is undergoing what? Compression in several steps. In the first step, gas is undergoing compression in between the points A and B. In the second step, gas is undergoing compression in between the points C and D. Okay, now draw the area under the curve. Just join them. You are finding the area under the curve. Okay, if you join these lines, I am shading that area. This shaded area. Okay, the shaded area under the curve AB as well as the shaded area under the curve CD. If you sum it up, okay, sum up all the areas under the curves or under the points where the gas is undergoing compression. At what points, in what steps it is undergoing compression, sum up all those areas. Okay, find out the areas in these cases and sum up all the areas. That will gives you the amount of work done. Right? So here what you have to do, work done is what? Case 2, work done is also the area under the curve only. But it is undergoing compression in several steps. Isn't it? So sum up all the steps. Okay, that will gives you the area of the work done. Work done will be equal to sum of the areas, shaded areas. Better I write sum of the shaded areas will gives you the amount of work done. How do you calculate the sum of these shaded areas? This area, this shaded region, how do you calculate? You can draw a straight line there. Okay, you can join that 2 points and even this part also will now look like what? A trapezium. Isn't it? Suppose D and C are like this. You are joining that D and C and down it is like this. Isn't it? So you can join this line. This will become triangle and this will become rectangle. Okay, add the areas of those two. Triangle, rectangle. You can find the area of this triangle. You can find the area of this rectangle. The graph is looking like that only. Isn't it? So this shaded area you will get. Similarly, you find the area, shaded area of A and B. Shaded area in between A and B also. Sum up. Okay, find out the sum of all the shaded areas. That will gives you the amount of work done. Under what? Gas undergoing compression under varying pressure. Okay, you have small numericals also based on this kind of concepts. Small numericals if you do, then you will understand the concept better. Okay, so like this. Some of the shaded areas will gives you the work done. Okay, this is case 2. Okay, same like that. Now we have discussed the case of what? Compression. Now same like that we can discuss even the case of expansion also. 2 cases will arise. Okay, so that will become your case 3. Case 3 is what? Gas undergoing expansion. Okay, gas undergoing expansion at constant pressure. Gas undergoing expansion at constant pressure. That means in single step it is undergoing expansion. Same type of graph you can draw. P external taken on y-axis. Okay, volume taken on x-axis, pressure is constant. Okay, so the graph will be a straight line. Okay, just in single step. Expansion is from, suppose this is V initial. Okay, V initial, and this is what? V final. Okay, gas is undergoing expansion from A to B. Gas is undergoing expansion from A to B. Okay, now again the shaded area will gives you the amount of work done. Same process. Shaded area. So here also what is the work done? Work done is equal to area of shaded region. Area of shaded region. Area of shaded region. Okay, case 3 is finished. Case 4, you yourself can try. What is case 4? Same like case 2. Same like case 2. Okay, in several steps or in single step also, instead of drawing C and D, you will end up with only A and B. Isn't it? So let us try. Let us try. You will try. Pause the video and try. Okay. So case 4. What is case 4? Gas undergoing what? Gas undergoing expansion under varying pressure. Gas undergoing expansion. Gas undergoing, okay, gas undergoing expansion under varying pressure, right? So let us see the graph. Again you will be drawing the same kind of graph. P is taken on y-axis and volume taken on x-axis. Okay, so varying pressure means what? You will get a descending curve. Okay, initially the pressure may be high and the pressure might be decreased. Okay, see here more pressure, here less pressure. Okay, so and this will become what? Here V initial and V final. V initial, V final. Now this was the descending curve you got. Now area under the curve means shaded area. Area under the curve will gives you what? Work done. Okay, these 2 points are A and B. You can join that. A and B. Okay, you can join these 2 points. You can even find the area of this triangle as well as rectangle. Okay, area under the curve. Okay, this small part has to be subtracted also. A little difficulty will be there, but area under the curve, mostly if they give graph, okay, area under the graph will be useful for finding the work done. Okay, work done by what? Work done by the gas to undergo what? Expansion, right? So work done is what here? Area under the curve, area of the shaded region. Area of the shaded region will gives you the work done. Same like that, let us go for case 5. This is a little bit different. Case 5, a little bit different. So what is case 5? Case 5 tells you about a kind of cyclic process. Cyclic process is a kind of process in which where the system is going to start a process, there only the process ends also. That means initial and final points are same in case of cyclic processes. Okay, so let us see. So case 5. What is case 5? Work done by the gas undergoing cyclic process. Work done by the gas undergoing what? By the gas undergoing cyclic process. That means cyclic process means where the process starts, there only the process ends. That means the initial and final points are same. Okay, you can call that as what? Cyclic process. Okay, so here also you will be taking same type of graph, pressure on y-axis and volume taken on x-axis. Okay, now volume taken on x-axis, pressure taken on y-axis. Then the graph has to be drawn like this. Suppose, so first case in this also, work done by the gas. By the gas I am saying means it is the case of what? Expansion. It is the case of expansion. And please remember that in case of expansion, you will get a curve like this. Draw the solid curve like this. Okay, under initial conditions P1, V1, T1. Okay, and final conditions, let us take them as P2, V2, T2. If it is a cyclic process, okay, again the gas comes back to the conditions of P1, V1 and T1 only. If it is undergoing expansion, the curve, solid curve which I have drawn should be a bulging curve, and down whatever the cyclic process I am telling, no. So that's why I have joined it with dotted lines. The actual curve is this, suppose. Okay, if it is a case of expansion, the actual curve looks like this, and it is a cyclic process. I have joined this, but down I have drawn a dotted line. Okay, two cases if you consider P1, V1, T1 and P2, V2, T2. Okay, so here also the same thing. Area under the curve. Okay, so this is the line I am joining. Here also I am joining this line. Okay, area under the curve. See the shaded area under the curve. This shaded area will gives you the amount of work done. This shaded area. Okay, so work done is equal to, again, area of the shaded region. In case of expansion, the curve will be bulging outside, solid line. Okay, you'll be drawing like this. Okay, area of the shaded region. Same is the case with compression also, but now you will be drawing the bottom curve as a solid line. Okay, case 6. What is case 6? Case 6. Case 6. Work done by the gas, work done on the gas. Okay, work done on the gas means compression. Case 6. Work done on the gas. Work done on the gas. Undergoing what? Undergoing cyclic process. Undergoing cyclic process. Okay, this is the case of what? Compression. This is the case of compression. Right? So let us draw the graph. Same, this kind of graph only. Graph is drawn between P and V. Okay. So here, if you take initial and final conditions as P1, V1, T1, P2, V2, T2, undergoing compression, so downward you will be drawing a solid line, and being a cyclic process, you will draw a dotted line. And here also, just the area under the curve. Now I am going to shade this area. Area under the curve. Okay, work done will be equal to what? Area under the curve or area of shaded region. Area of shaded region. Area of shaded region. Area of shaded region will gives you the amount of work done in cyclic process under the case of compression. This is cyclic process under the case of expansion. Case 5, case 6. Right? Please note down the cases exactly clearly. Right? And 2 more cases are there. We'll discuss that also, and then I'm going to stop this video. Right? So make it fast. I'm rubbing this. Case 7 now we have to learn. Case 7. Pause the video if you feel. Pause the video and write it and practice. You will get it. So case 7. What is case 7? Suppose if the gas is passing from initial state to final state in different ways. Okay. So let us take case 7. Let the system of gas passes from initial to final in the following 3 ways. Let the system of gas passes from initial to final states. From what? From initial to final state in the following ways. In the following ways. Initial state to final state means that is from A to B. Let us name it as what? A to B. Better I fill ink in my pen. It will be looking dark. Okay. So case 7 is what? Case 7 is, suppose if the system of gas passes from initial to final state, okay, in 3 different ways as shown in the graph itself. 3 different graphs are given. Okay, 3 different graphs are given. 1 second, because ink is getting less. Yes, thank you. Yes. So like this 3 different cases are given. If I draw here, you can able to see 3 graphs are given. Okay, better I draw here. 3 graphs are given. Graph A, same like this, in between P and V. Graph is drawn in between P and V. Okay. So A and B, from A to B, the process is happening from A to B. Okay. Then in this case, same as how we have studied, just join this and area of the shaded region. Isn't it or not? So in this case, A I have written here, A. In this case, work done is equal to what? Same. Area of shaded region. Area of shaded region. Suppose the same A and B are given in a different way. The same points A and B. Okay. In 7th case only case B. In 7th case only again case B. 7th B. The graph is given like this. P V. The graph is given like P and V, but points A and B are given in this way. Suppose points A and B, that means the process is taking place in between A and B in such a way that the graph is given like this, A and B. Okay, A is passing in this direction and reaching to B. The process is happening in that direction. Then how to find the work done? Okay, the process is happening in that direction. Here also you are getting already one curve. What always we are discussing? Area under the curve will gives you the work done. Area under the curve. So for this curve, the curve is like this. Now area under the curve means which area you will be getting? This is the shaded region. Area under the curve, please remember. Okay, so work done, in this case work done is equal to what? Area under the curve. Area under the curve. Okay, or area under the graph, better you say. Curve means here it is not looking like a curve. Graph. Area under the graph will gives you the work done. Okay, so this area. So work done is equal to area of shaded region. Area of shaded region. Area of shaded region. Okay, same like that. If you are given in 7th case only in another way. The process is happening in between what? A and B. The process is happening in between A and B. In 7th case, again case C. Okay, suppose if the graph is given like this. Pressure is given here, volume on x-axis. Okay, if the graph is given like this. A is here, B is somewhere here. Okay, A is here, B is here. Directly, if the graph is like this, then also area under the curve or area under the graph, this area will gives you the work done. Okay, work done is equal to what? Area, please remember here also, area under the graph. Area under the graph. Okay, will gives you what? Work done. So area of shaded region. Area of shaded region will gives you work done. Anyway, if they give area under that shaded region will gives you the amount of work done. Anyway, in any direction, in between A and B, any direction let them give. Area under the graph. Shade that area, you will remember. Area under the graph will gives you the amount of work done. Any direction let them give. Okay, area under the graph will gives you the amount of work done. Please remember the points carefully. Write and practice. Okay, so this is case 7 and finally case 8. Case 8. We reach to case 8. Okay, suppose if the work is done under cyclic process. Okay, here you have to consider again two cases. One is clockwise and another is anti-clockwise. Work done in clockwise. Here in case 8, again A. Work done in clockwise cyclic process. Clockwise cyclic process. Clockwise cyclic process. Okay, case B is what? Work done in anti-clockwise cyclic process. Anti-clockwise cyclic process. Work done in clockwise cyclic process. Okay, the graph will be like this. I think you cannot able to see if I draw it down. Here I am drawing. Simple. Okay, small one I am drawing. Same, pressure taken on y-axis, volume taken on x-axis. Okay, a cyclic process, a circle. Okay, you are drawing a circle in clockwise direction. Okay, you can able to see this arrow. Clockwise, work done in clockwise direction. Okay, then it is considered to be what? Clockwise direction always considered to be negative work. Please remember this point. Always considered to be what? Negative work. Clockwise direction always considered to be what? Negative work. Then area of the shaded region, area of the circle. Work done will be given by area of the circle. Okay, but negative. Area of the circle will gives you the work done. Area of the circle. Area of the circle is equal to work. Area of the circle will gives you the work done. Same in case of anti-clockwise also. In case of anti-clockwise, circular but anti-clockwise, PV, isn't it? You can able to see, but anti-clockwise direction is what? Anti-clockwise. Please check this arrow, big arrow I am keeping, so that you will remember, you can able to see. Okay, right? Anti-clockwise, here clockwise. Then also area of the shaded region only. Work is area of the shaded region only, but here negative work, here work is positive. If anti-clockwise, work is positive. And area of circle gives you work done. Area of circle. What is area of circle? Pi r square. That will gives you work done. Okay, so area of circle, here also work done is what? Area of circle. Here also I wrote the same thing. Area of the circle. This one. Area of the circle gives you work done. So these are the different 8 cases where work done can be calculated graphically. Okay, so this is all about work done, different cases. All the 8 cases, please write and practice. Then area under the curves and area of the shaded regions will gives you the amount of work done. Suppose you can even consider another case also, which is considered to be case 9. Okay, suppose if you take a closed path, I forgot to tell about that also. Suppose if you take a closed path. Okay, suppose if you take a closed path, right? If you take a closed path, work done for closed path like this. Okay, pressure, volume. Okay, one closed path ABCA is taken. ABCA, cyclic but closed. Okay, now cyclic but closed path. Okay, then the area of that triangle itself for closed paths. Okay, for closed path, remember, for closed path. Okay, area of that triangle itself will gives you the work done. Suppose if you take this to be V final, this to be V initial, and this to be P initial, P final. Can able to see? So work done is equal to what? Area of triangle. Area of triangle is half into base into height. Okay, area of triangle is what? Half into base into height. Okay, so half into base into height. Okay, so here base is what? half into base is Vf minus Vi, V final minus V initial. Height is what? P final minus P initial. Okay, half into base into height will gives you the area of the triangle, and that area of the triangle is itself is what? Work done. Okay, so like this you have different cases where the work done can be calculated graphically. Okay, so this is what you call it as graphical representation of work done in different cases. Okay, so in the next video I'll try to deal with certain numerical part based on the formula W is equal to minus P external into delta V. Based on that, numerical part will also be dealt. Okay, until then please keep learning. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Enjoy learning. Bye.